Hola frikis, ¿qué tal? Sí, podéis aplaudir, ellos son Tim Sale y Adi Granov. Un aplauso. Yo soy Ross de marginado.com, gracias. Por cierto, aspirantes a dibujantes, en elmarginado.com hay un concurso para encontrar un nuevo dibujante. Si queréis ganar una estupenda tableta gráfica, Tim, Adi, podéis participar. Gracias Epomovi por la publicidad. Vamos a empezar una charla con Adi y con Tim Sale. Sabéis que los dos son dos de los mejores autores que hay ahora mismo trabajando en América. Y vamos a hablar sobre todo de, más que de su faceta cómic, sobre su faceta en otros medios audiovisuales como el cine y la televisión. Bueno, Adi, has trabajado en las películas de Iron Man, en las dos, la segunda está a punto de estrenarse. Quiero decir lo primero, si has cumplido uno de nuestros sueños eróticos, si has conocido a Scarlett Johansson. Si es que no, miéntenos, dinos que sí.
Okay, I'll lie to you. No, I haven't met her. I live in England, and I don't like to travel to Los Angeles much, so I did all of my work from home in England on the movie. So the only people I've met have been on the first film, because all of my work was done before they started shooting the actors. So the actors that I've met have only been afterwards for promotional stuff, and because Scarlett Johansson wasn't involved with the first film, I'm hoping maybe I'll meet her for the promotional stuff for the second film. So then I'll fulfill your dreams.
Vale. Bueno, entrando concretamente en eso, ¿en qué consiste exactamente tu trabajo para la película?
I designed stuff. On the first Iron Man, I designed there's a whole team of people working on it, and with different people I worked on different elements of the film. I worked on the design of Iron Man Mark II and III, so the red one and then the silver one. I designed the main bad guy, Ironmonger. And then after the designs were done, I was doing what they call keyframe illustrations, which is setting up illustrations for the scenes in the film. So in the first film, there's a scene of, for instance, there's a scene of Iron Man flying with the airplanes, you know, the two airplanes chasing him. And before there was ever in the script, Jon Favreau, the director, and I spoke about it, and he said do something cool with the airplanes, and I did this painting, and out of that painting they did storyboards, and then out of the storyboards then they filmed the scene, but they had my paintings as the guide for what the final scene should kind of look like. So after the design job was done, it was like designing the scenes, and I don't know how to really explain it. They call it keyframes, and that's what I was doing.
Piensa que no te está escuchando nadie. ¿Te gusta la película de Iron Man?
I do like it, but I think it could have been better. Because, well, it's a taste thing, and I know a direction that the film was going in at one point was exactly how I hoped it would end up, but it actually at some point it was made a bit lighter, a bit more kid-friendly, and I know that was the best way for it to be, and that's why it made all the money that it made. But personally, you know, I was hoping for a bit well, it's just a direction that it was going in at one point I liked more than the direction that it ended in. But like I said, I think that the way it ended in is much better for everyone because it actually made a lot of money because of the way it ended. But yes, overall I really like it. It's just it's difficult to judge something you're involved with so much because you want it to be really perfect, but not everybody will ever like everything. So like I said, it's very difficult for me to judge something that I was so closely involved with for 7 months of my life.
¿Crees que Iron Man va a subir un escalafón dentro del mundo del superhéroe a nivel cómic gracias a la película?
Well, I think when I first started working on Iron Man, as a comic book, it was selling very badly. It was not a popular character at all. And then the writer Warren Ellis and I got involved with it to try to bring it back to, because Marvel felt that because different studios had the rights for Spider-Man, the X-Men, all of their big stuff was other companies making most of it. Marvel really wanted to bring Iron Man back into the A-list. And the first step was the book that Warren Ellis and I did, which luckily turned out to be successful. And then that book was the book that they used to try to promote to the studios, or not to the studios, they were setting up their own studio, but to promote it to different directors and actors. So they used my book, or the book, not mine, I mean the book I worked on, to do that. And then I think it was kind of a designed way to bring Iron Man back into the A-list, because I think he was not even B-list at that point. I think he was a forgotten retro character. So obviously the movie really brought it now to the top because it was so successful. But at any stage of the process, you never know. When I was doing the book, we didn't know if it was going to sell well or not. And then when they were doing the film, based on the book, they believed that they could make it good and make it sell. But you never know until the movie comes out and then it makes a huge amount of money, and it's only then that but it was a designed process. They were hoping that it was going to go exactly how it went, and luckily it happened exactly how they hoped it was going to happen.